Salam, hello, it's Rick Lambroff once again, commodity strategist slash currency strategist at Taheri Exchange. Another great week of interesting news, and we have a continual with the EU issues. Now this time with the promise of a possible QE3 as they call it, or Operation Twist that the Fed had injected into the markets, supposedly. So this week coming that we just had, this is what the promise was. The Fed was supposed to inject more stimulus, help out the economy of the world economy, and that would have actually propped equity markets even further. So going on from Monday to Wednesday, this is what was supposed to happen, and the Fed came out, and what do they do with their magic bag of tricks? Nothing. Basically just committed to another bond purchase of Operation Twist, but no injection stimulus. And what's happened is we started seeing more downgrades like we saw today, with further downgrades of some top banks in the European Union, and there's another EU summit coming along, and the talks of, when I told you a couple of shows behind, we talked about how Greece is going to be possibly exiting and how they're going to deal with that whole situation. Well, now going into June 28th and 29th, we have the EU talking about possibly trying to save Greece and keeping them in there. And as well today we had the ECB saying that they're going to inject more collateral loans or inject funds, we'll say, to help out the European Union itself. So it's a big mess out there. Overall, it really is a big mess. And when it comes down to the US-Canadian, on our sellers, you had a great selling opportunity all the way till Wednesday, and then we had a difference where the market started to believe a little bit of that possible injection of a stimulus, and it dropped from the higher 102, it went down to the lower 101 level, or mid 101 level, forgive me, and now we're back up in the mid 102 levels. So from a seller's point of view, you had good days up to possibly Wednesday. It dropped back, and today you had another good selling opportunity. For buyers, it was excellent opportunity because you had some low rates in the lower or higher 101 levels. Overall, from a buyer and a seller's perspective on US dollars, as I tell a lot of my US dollar sellers, I tell them that if you're getting a rate above parity, you're doing well. If you're getting below parity, well, you're actually not getting anything, you're just getting 1 for 1 or a little less than that. For my buyers, still is overall a good seller's market. Going on to next week, we'll have a lot of key US data going out there, and relating to what will happen, we may see the US CAD maybe break above into 103, or it's a possibility that it could hover still in the higher 101 levels. From a perspective of what's happening in precious metals took a rise, went up to, well, in the 1600 range, it dropped back down into the higher 1500 range. And really, from a perspective of buying on dips or buying in low prices, I tell a lot of precious metal buyers, good times to buy. We're still in great opportunities to buy. It's a long-term investment. It's the same thing with any commodity. Commodities are performing based on what's going on with the Fed and the US economy. And right now we're seeing the precious metals breaking off the US dollar like it did a couple of days ago, and instead of rising with the US dollar, it fell back against the US dollar. Today we're seeing precious metals bouncing back up at the end of the day. Any cause of uncertainty or the continual EU issues or the US related issues continually provide more boost to the precious metal markets. For currency buyers or sellers, the same thing. Weak US data, strong US dollar. Strong US data, weak US dollar. Overall, it's a simple market to understand. If you want more understanding, we're highly qualified at Taheri Exchange to provide you this information, and as well to provide you that alternative investment for your precious metals as well if you're looking for long-term investments. And feel free to call us. We're always available. You can speak with myself or any one of our coworkers, and we look forward to hearing from you once again in another week of the Taheri Exchange daily or weekly update show.